Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarne. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna on this earth. Having taken shelter at His lotus feet, our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva and delivering the Western countries, which are filled with impersonalism and voidism. Most dear Srila Prabhupada, captain of my life, Lord of my heart, please accept my prostrated obeisances in the dust of your most precious, divine, beautiful lotus feet. My Vyasa-puja offering this year is modeled on one made to me earlier this year, in which a disciple perfectly captured what I feel about you. I take it that he sees you in me, which is the perfection of my guruship, a service that I dare undertake simply on your order and desire. I'm very happy to report to you that many of my disciples far exceed me in purity, dedication, taste for chanting, distributing your transcendental books, sense control, austerity, scriptural knowledge, realization, and every other quality. I am learning so much from them about how to serve you better. It is all your mercy, Srila Prabhupada, which you kindly bestow on them, making me your instrument. You are perfect. I have met many persons during my life. Out of all these persons, you stand out in my mind as being most perfect and ideal. To think that the spiritual master is an ordinary person is an offense. But it is not for this reason, just to follow a rule, that I see you as perfect. Factually, in each aspect of your personality, I see only perfection. Among the multiple facets of your perfection, your knowledge stands out for me as the portal to service, devotion, commitment, and all else that follows. You humbly said about yourself, we are not very big scholar. We have no such qualification that we can compose very nice literature. There may be so many mistakes, whatever it may be. Nevertheless, I conclude that your knowledge is perfect. We repeatedly read your books and hear your lectures, and you perfectly fulfill the role of guru as being primarily a giver of knowledge. As I realized when I started to read your books, your knowledge is truly unique. It is life-giving and the only actual knowledge there is. You want to give not only to your disciples, but to the whole world the knowledge you received from your Guru Maharaj. Although you vigorously and resolutely preach the absolute truth as it is, you remain so personal and personable. You mercifully dragged me to your lotus feet just 2.5 years before your disappearance from our mortal vision, and I got very little of your direct personal association. Nevertheless, by your mercy, by the knowledge in your books, you make yourself available to all your disciples and to all the world. I am very happy that I can relish your association in your teachings. You are mercifully present in your books, in your instructions. You continuously draw enthusiasm from the ocean of mercy, and you share that mercy just as a cloud pours rain without discrimination on the fields, rocks, lakes, and seas. Your mercy pours especially profusely on those who undertake the yajna for Kali Yuga, by day after day accepting the austerities required to distribute your books. You told us to distribute your books, and you mercifully pressure us to keep on distributing far and wide. For us conditioned souls, the perverted tastes of this material world seem very attractive. But by your divine grace, you give us the knowledge by which we can understand that there is something far superior to the bitter taste of this material world full of suffering. By your instructions, you are bringing us to Krishna. You promise to personally bring us to Krishna via the Parampara system. You introduced us to your Guru Maharaj and to his Guru Maharaj, and on all the way up to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. You confidently carry the flag of pure devotional service in this world of darkness. You are an unparalleled general in the movement of Lord Chaitanya. You are the best follower of your Guru Maharaj, and thus you are a great general of a great general. By your life and your instructions, you embody your Guru Maharaj's teachings. You are fighting for us fallen souls on many fronts. You are not only our general, you are our father, guide, friend, shelter, and our very life. You are the only good thing that came to us in this miserable world. You are pure and you purify us. Your lotus feet are the only relief from the intense suffering that is this material world. You shine like the sun in the morning sky, dissipating all shadows and doubts. You worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead and all his followers. Your heart is full of compassion and understanding. Your heart is determined to give real help. You don't care about your personal comfort, but you are very sad to see others suffer. Your compassion knows no limits. Your true followers magnificently continue the succession of great generals, attacking from all directions the daunting fortresses of the illusory energy. They transform wretched souls into shining devotees, returning them to their glorious position as spiritual souls. By taking all risks simply to benefit others, your true followers perform the topmost welfare activity. They inspire many thousands to fall at your lotus feet. With the strength gained from the Krishna Shakti you invest in them, they perform miracles. Untiringly, day after day, you, Abhay Charana, fearlessly lead your troops into the battle with the forces of illusion. It is difficult to find proper words to describe your personality. I'm sorry for my poor attempt to glorify you. All my verbiage comes to nothing in the face of your actual glories. If I were to take all the superlatives that I know and multiply them by thousands, still I would hardly approach even the beginning of your glory. Krishna asks Arjuna and Uddhava, how far should I continue describing my own glory? Not even I know its limits. Similarly, with you, I hardly know where to start in describing your perfection, and there is no question of reaching its end. Wherever I look, I see your glory. With the eye of knowledge you gifted me, I can see everything, everywhere, humans, animals, immovable objects, in relation to the absolute truth. I marvel at your wisdom and glory in possessing such rare and precious knowledge, and your munificence and compassion in sharing it. You are the Supreme Lord's very dear servant who, on his order, came to give us this knowledge. Practically also, you teach us how to serve the Lord. You kick far away everything that is not in line with pure devotional service. You show us the true path, and as we run toward Krishna, you cheer us on, tugging and cajoling us along the way and warning about sloughs, potholes, and false turns. When we fall, you pick us up, dust us off, point us back in the right direction, and help us get going again. You give us the strength, intelligence, and courage to continue. I fall down in the dust of your lotus feet, and I never want to go anywhere else. Kadaham aikantika nitya kinkara praharsha ishyami sanata jivitam. Desiring to be accepted as your permanent, eternal servant, and to always feel joyful to have such a fitting master, a fallen Bhakti Vikasa Swami. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada.